St. Louis features editor of the Harvard Data Science Review and Mark and Carol Vittert's favorite child. Wow. What do you make of this vast difference between do as I say, not as I do to my kids?
Well, we see this kind of thing all the time. Take the death penalty, for example. If it's your family member who was murdered, you're all for capital punishment. But the general idea of capital punishment, many more Americans are against. So we see this all the time in different types of polling, that if it affects you personally, you feel quite differently about it than if it is a general concept.
Yeah, and also in terms of the data of the risks of this, it matters, because if you have kids, you might understand this. This was from Vox, certainly not a conservative publication. COVID-19 deaths in the United States number somewhere in the mid-200s. On the average year, more kids are killed by flu, way more by heart disease, more than double. And if you go by motor vehicles, 3 or 4 times as many. Is COVID what parents should be worried about for their kids?
One of the problems is that there's a lot of emotion coming into this debate and not a lot of data. So we have way bigger things to worry about for our children than their risk of dying from COVID. To put it into context, a healthy child has more of a risk of dying from falling out of bed than they do of dying from COVID. In terms of vaccinated adults, kids are 2 times safer from dying of COVID than of vaccinated adults. This is really not something we need to be worrying about in comparison to tons of other things. Take gun violence, which is right there on that graph. A kid dies every 2.5 hours. So if we're really worried about the safety of our children, I don't understand why school boards aren't having big debates about guns and having more security in school than they are about the COVID vaccine, because the data just isn't there to support it.
Yeah, we're actually talking about guns in schools coming up next. Real quick, how much data are we going to have about the possible side effects of the vaccine in kids? Because it does appear as though, at least anecdotally, that kids may have more of a reaction or a higher risk of reaction than adults do. Is there data on that?
There absolutely is preliminary data in that. And because of that data having to do with heart inflammation and different types of reactions that children can have to the vaccine, there just isn't enough data to support getting the vaccine, because there isn't really a high risk of death from COVID. And there are clear risks from getting the vaccine for a child, statistically speaking.
Yeah, the Surgeon General of Florida was on talking about just that, said he wouldn't vaccinate his children for the risk of the heart inflammation. Liberty, thank you very much.